Good evening. I'm Mike Emanuel in for Brett Baer. President Trump is once again touting the stock market as evidence the economy is on the right track. The president made the comment a short time ago during a visit with local firefighters in West Palm Beach, Florida.
We broke it 84 times this year. The stock market hit a new high 84 times since we won the election on November 8th of last year. So that's something we can all be proud of. The stock market goes up. That affects everybody. Not just, you think of the rich, you think of the big. The fact is it affects everybody.
Stocks were up after a slow day on Wall Street. The Dow gained 28. The S&P 500 finished ahead 2. NASDAQ was plus 3. It has been a quiet day on social media for the president so far, but he's been busy during the Christmas weekend. Tonight, the last man to sit in the Oval Office is talking about the tweeting habits of world leaders while naming no one in particular. Correspondent Rich Edson is outside the Winter White House tonight in West Palm Beach, Florida. Good evening, Rich.
Good evening, Mike. And President Trump emerged for the first time since this weekend just a few hours ago. This president, like others, has embraced the television cameras as a way to communicate, though his use of Twitter is unique. And now his predecessor is warning of the dangers of social media. While President Trump relies on Twitter this holiday vacation, his predecessor is warning of the dangers of social media. In an interview with Prince Harry for the BBC, former President Obama advised world leaders on using social media.
All of us in leadership have to find ways in which we can recreate a common space on the internet. One of the dangers of the internet is that people can have entirely different realities. They can be just cocooned in information that reinforces their current biases.
President Trump famously relies on Twitter to get his message out. He used the platform this week to ask Republicans to work with Democrats on health care, promised greater economic growth because of the recently signed tax law, and complained the investigation into Russian collusion in the 2016 election is tainted. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt harnessed radio, John Kennedy television. Even President Obama bypassed the White House press corps to speak directly with Americans on venues like Google Hangout, an online chat room. President Trump communicates with the world through Twitter, and he assumed office promising to use social media wisely.
I'm going to do very restrained if I use it at all. I'm going to do very restrained. I find it tremendous. It's a modern form of communication.
Though he's relied on it to communicate his policy positions and drawn criticism for retweeting anti-Muslim propaganda, arguing with the father of a college basketball player he says he helped free from a Chinese jail, and goading North Korea's nuclear-armed dictator into an escalating exchange of threats. His tweets have prompted questions of his cabinet and whether the president's Twitter account is official United States policy or undercuts his senior officials and diplomats.
There's a lot of unexpected things that happen to us in the world of diplomacy. We know how to adapt to that. We know how to work with it. And so I don't view it as obstacle, a hindrance, or as an assistance. Whatever the president chooses to express, he expresses. And then that's information to everybody, us included.
The president has also used Twitter to criticize his attorney general. In July, he wrote, quote, Attorney General Jeff Sessions has taken a very weak position on Hillary Clinton crimes. Where are emails and DNC server and intel leakers? Chief of Staff John Kelly denied the president's tweets make his job harder, as he says it's not his place.
I read in the paper I've been a failure at controlling the president, or a failure at controlling his tweeting and all that.
In July, the president defended his Twitter use on Twitter. Quote, my use of social media is not presidential. It's modern-day presidential. Make America great again. The National Archives has requested the president preserve all the tweets that he sends out, even the ones that he deletes. As for his communications schedule for tomorrow, that's still unclear, though we'll be checking our email and watching Twitter. Mike?
Rich Edson leading us off from West Palm Beach, Florida. Rich, thanks a lot.